KQ2H in Fort Lauderdale, Florida listening.
Who's that? This is KQ2H Mobile.
Wow, is that the real KQ2H?
I didn't get the name. The name there is Alex Alpha Lima Echo X-Ray Mobile.
Wow, it is the real KQ2H. KA4UDX in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The name is Alan, Alpha Lima Alpha November. Over.
Yeah, very good, Alan.
This is KQ2H.
You sound pretty good, actually. What are you using over there?
Kenwood TS480 SAT on 10 meters and a ground-mounted vertical antenna SICK BTV. Seems to be working better today on vertical than horizontal. I have a horizontal dipole as well, but the vertical seems to be working better on this one. Over.
Yeah, very good. Actually, I'm on 10 meters also. I normally don't operate this band. I have the Motorola Syntorax 9000 low-band mobile radio here, and base-loaded antenna. This coming out of Glen State, New York. I'm actually right along the Delaware River here in a place called Hawks Nest. And, you look down the cliff, you see the river, a couple hundred feet below you. So this is a very scenic place.
Yeah, Roger. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, the very north end of Fort Lauderdale. And you know what, same old crap to see down here. Been getting a lot of rain lately. Other than that, getting hotter. But we've had a bunch of rain dumped on us in the last day or so. There, go ahead.
Well, that's the only. All week it's been hot and humid and local weather, here in New York City. So we got your weather here. It's hot and humid and kind of miserable. You can place have air conditioning. It just wasn't too comfortable, but I guess that's days to come. Summer's on its way.
Hey, Roger. I think I may have talked to you before. It's very good to get KQ2H on a KQ2H repeater system. I wonder if that's a rare find, kind of like Rare DX. But I think we've talked before. I recognize the name. Must have been on here. It may have been a year ago or so, or something like that. Go ahead.
I don't know if it's necessarily all that rare. I do listen. I get on occasion. But certainly not as much as I'd like to. But, that's life, I guess.
Yeah, just to let you know, the signal report on the 6 meter down here at Fort Lauderdale, it's kind of doing some fading up and down. Gets as low as S3, S5, S7, then it gets all the way up to the top of the scale, 60 over. You imagine that?
Did you say that's 6 meters, not 10?
No, it's 10 meters, but I'm saying it gets to 60. The signal gets as high as 60 dB over S9.
It's actually a very interesting, a good band to work mobile. on ground wave because you don't really have much fading and all that. So it's got its uses.
Yeah, I was a little curious that changing from a dipole to the vertical, and I'll try it again here in a minute, but the vertical antenna seems to be getting this really good today, but if I go to the horizontal dipole, it's about 20 feet up, it almost disappears. I was on that when I first got on, but it kept dropping out completely. Let me try the other antenna. Wham! Came in 20 over, 40 over, 60 over. I'm like, wow, I don't think I'll stay on the vertical.
Well, that's certainly unusual because usually horizontal antennas are what pick up the X signals the best. Although this is sporadic E, double hop, so in Florida they get all the fading. It's not, well, it's not very good. It works, but it's not the best. Not the best mode. When you had the F skip conditions, and Florida was solid, then you really wouldn't need any antenna. In fact, some of the guys have portables. They were able to get in, so that was pretty good with F conditions.
Yeah, Roger. Well, working DX, it normally doesn't make a whole lot of difference, and I read up on it a little bit, and by the time it gets to the other side, something that's vertical isn't vertical anymore anyway, and something that's horizontal isn't horizontal either when it gets there, especially after a couple of hops, so who knows what direction the polarity is pointing in by the time it gets there, but sometimes, even on DX, one antenna or the other, horizontal or vertical, works better than the other. And for some reason on here today, on this one, vertical is working better than horizontal. So who knows?
Well, I guess I also noticed
beautiful Catskill mountain of Upstate.
There's always been a fascinating subject, antennas and but sporadic E versus F skip is one thing, but also time of day. It seems the higher the antenna is above the ground, the better it works. Like when the band's about to go out and the band is actually open and in prime condition, and the lower antenna seems to work better. It's very strange, it's an interesting subject, especially at 10 meters, how that works.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah. Seems like sporadic is about the only 10-meter openings we get, but I don't know. I have to check and see if 6 meters is open at all. I don't know. But it's working today. And so it's kind of tickled to find that. I went through the 10-meter. Actually, I didn't look at the 10-meter band. Somebody was telling me something on an 11-meter frequency. Somebody I haven't talked to in about 15 years popped up on my telephone today and said, try 27245. And so I put that in the radio just to see what's going on. And I said, oh my God, Skip is running on 11 meters, must be running on 10. And I had this one here in a memory channel. I said, let me hit that and see if the FM repeaters are open,
Got that right. They're certainly up. At sporadic, you haven't been too successful. I haven't really worked too many repeaters, DX repeaters in mobile. I have over at the F conditions. Like the Dallas or Texas repeater, and I worked that. No problem for the mobile, but as it stands right now, there's just not enough signal to do it. It's thing in the background, but it's just not all there. Not good enough for mobile contact. Most likely, multi-hop sporadic E.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Well, this is my second TS480 radio. Used to have a bunch of them in the original one, but I liquidated some radio gear last year. I had to pick up another radio to get on HF, so I got this one, and I didn't even know what the PL tone was. I thought some of these don't have a PL tone at all, some of the 10-meter FM repeaters. So here I was trying to key this one up, and then my tone button's not on. It's on 88.0. I know that can't be right. So let me play around with, go up one or two at a time until I find the right tone. So I found that it's actually sending the tone out as well, because I'm on tone squelch as well as sending out the tone. So working good. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave you alone.
I got a call on the other radio. I'll be back in a minute. KQ2H.
Yeah, anyway, thanks for the chat. K4UDX.